Assalamualaikum dear students, I am Mazhar from Army Village School and College Attack. Today I am going to delivering a lecture on factorization of quadratic expression. Our first quadratic expression is from practice now page number 56, which is x square plus 6x plus 5. We are going to factorize this expression. First we multiply first term with last term, x square into 5, we have 5x square and mid term is 6x. We write these two in our rough work. First we want two numbers. When we multiply those two numbers we have 5, and when we add or subtract those two numbers we have 6, which is our middle term. Now starting from the table of 1 into 5 is equal to 5. When we add 1 plus 5 we have 6. So these are our required factors. We write these factors as x square plus 1x plus 5x plus 5. Now we take x as a common. From first two terms we have x plus 1 left, which we write in the bracket. From other two terms we have 5 as a common, and we write x plus 1 within bracket. Now we write x plus 1 and x plus 5, which is our required answer. Now we come to the part D, x square minus 8x plus 12. First we multiply x square with 12x square, and our mid term is minus 8x. Now we have to find two numbers. When we add those two numbers we have 12, and when we add or subtract those two numbers we have minus 8. We started from table of 1 into 12 is equal to 12, but by adding or subtracting these two numbers we don't have minus 8. Now we come to the table of 2 into 6 is equal to 12. When we add 2 and 6 we have 8, but we required minus 8, so we put minus sign from with both minus 2 and 6. So we have minus 2 and minus 6 as our required factors. We write these factors as x square minus 2x minus 6x plus 12. We take x as a common from first two terms, and we have x minus 2, and we take minus 6 as a common from other two terms. We have minus 2 in the bracket. Now we write our answer as x minus 2 and x minus 6. Now we come to the practice now 6 part B, x square minus 11x plus 28. First we multiply x square with 28. We have 28x square, and our mid term is minus 11x. We find out the numbers. When we multiply those two numbers we have 28, and when we add or subtract those two numbers we have minus 11. 1 into 28 is equal to 28, but by adding or subtracting 1 and 28 we don't have minus 11. Now we come to the table of 2 into 14 is equal to 28, but by adding or subtracting those two numbers we don't have minus 11. Now we come to the 4 into 7 is equal to 28, and by adding 4 and 7 we have 11, but we have to place negative sign with 4 and minus 7, because we required negative 11. So minus 4 and minus 7 are our required factors. X square minus 4x minus 7x plus 28. Now we take x as a common from first two terms, and we have left x minus 4, which we write in the bracket. And now from other two terms we have we take common minus 7, and we have x minus 4 within the bracket, and x minus 4 x minus 7 is our required answer. Now we come to the part D of practice now 6, x square minus 7x minus 8. First we multiply x square with minus 8. We have minus 8x square, and we have midterm minus 7x. Now we find out the two numbers. When we multiply those two numbers we have 8, and when we add or subtract those two numbers we have 7. 1 into 8 is equal to 8, but we have to place negative sign with 8, because we required minus 8 by multiplication, and by adding and subtracting we required negative 7. So 1 into minus 8 is equal to minus 8, and 1 minus 8 is equal to minus 7. These are our required factors. We write these as x square plus 1x minus 8x minus 8. We take x as a common. We have x plus 1 in bracket. From other two terms we take minus 8 as a common. We have x plus 1 in bracket. X plus 1 and x minus 8 are our required factors. Now we come to the practice now 7 minus 2x square plus 9x minus 9. First we multiply first and last term. We have 18x square, and our mid term is 9x. Now we have to find the two numbers which are our required factors. 1 into 18 is equal to 18, but when we add or subtract these two numbers we don't have 9x. So we come to the next table. 2 into 9 is equal to 18, but when we add or subtract these two numbers we don't have 9x. Now we come to the table of 3 into 6 is equal to 18, and by adding 3 and 6 we have 9x. So these are our required factors. Now we write these factors as minus 2x square plus 6x plus 3x minus minus 9. Minus 2x square is common from first two terms, and we have x plus 3, which we write in the bracket. Now we take 3 as a common from next two terms, and we have x plus 3. Now we write our answer as x plus 3 and minus 2x plus 3. Now we come to the part D. 9x square minus 33x plus 24. First we take 3 as a common from whole expression, and we have left 3x square minus 11x plus 8. Now we factorize the expression within the brackets. Now first we multiply 3x square with 8, we have 24x square, and our midterm is minus 11x. Now we have to find the two numbers. When we multiply those two numbers, we have 24, and by adding or subtracting those two numbers, we have minus 11. First, 1 into 24 is equal to 24, but when we add or subtract these two numbers, we don't have minus 11. Now come to the table of 2. 2 into 12 is equal to 24, but when we add or subtract these two numbers, we don't have minus 11. Now come to the table of 3. 3 into 8 is equal to 24, and when we add 3 and 8, we have 11, but we have to place negative sign with both of these numbers, because by adding these numbers we have required minus 11. So minus 3 and minus 8 are our required factors. We write these as 3x square minus 3x minus 8x plus 8. Now we take 3 as a common from first two terms, 3x, and we have x minus 1, and from other two terms we take common minus 8, and we have x minus 1. X minus 1 and 3x minus 8, and outside the bracket is 3. This is our required answer. Dear students, I hope you understood the concept of factorization, and by practicing the exercise question, you can more aware with the factorization method. And if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.